I remember a few years ago, I made a video on superheroes with toxic fan bases, and Spider-Man ended up in that video. Now I think it's time I give Spider-Man fans their own video, and god, I fucking hate the neckbeards that claim to be Spider-Man fans like the people I'm going to discuss now. The first issue I have with them is that they suffer from a thing I like to call Star Wars syndrome.
Brock Lesnar is a predator!
Star Wars syndrome goes like this: no matter what project comes out involving a fandom's favorite thing, they will be pissed off about it no matter what. And Spider-Man fans are exactly that. No matter what fucking version it is of their favorite character, they will complain about it to a fucking T and make it their whole personality. They basically expect a super personalized adaptation of their favorite character, then get mad when it's not like that at all. Or they just get mad at fucking anything this adaptation has to offer. And look, does everything have flaws? Yes, everything has flaws. But does that mean you need to make it your life's mission to complain about it on the fucking internet to make your e-cock grow bigger? At that point, shave off your neck beard and go straight to your local place of hiring. Nobody hates Star Wars more than Star Wars fans, and nobody hates Spider-Man more than Spider-Man fans. Especially since Spider-Man fans love to gatekeep.
Do the world a favor and
Gatekeeping can easily ruin communities. I know some hardcore gatekeepers are probably watching this and writing whole ass Shakespeare plays in the comments, but here's some common sense for you. If you gatekeep, it's basically impossible for your community to grow, and it just straight up unalives itself. Simple as that. Spider-Man fans love to ignore this and simply just decide to gatekeep and go full-on tribalist for anyone liking any adaptation. It's pretty much an endless cycle. If you like Raimi's Spider-Man, you hate MCU Spider-Man and you're not a true fan, and vice versa. It's an endless cycle of gatekeeping, and other adaptations like the Insomniac version aren't even safe from this. Like how it is with the average Spider-Man fan is, oh well, your adaptation isn't the one I grew up on, so therefore yours sucks and mine is superior. Like shut the fuck up. Okay, like shut the fuck up, dude. Like, all you're really doing is just being fucking petty. And I've only really seen this with Spider-Man fans. Like, I've never seen this with, like, TMNT fans. I've never seen a TMNT fan go, oh, well, your favorite version of Casey Jones is the 2003 one. Meanwhile, mine is the 1987 one. Therefore, yours sucks. I've only really seen this shit with Spider-Man fans, and I can't imagine how bad it's going to be once other characters get adapted more and more. Like, in the next few years, we're gonna have culture wars on which version of Miles is our favorite version, or which one this other person likes. And sadly, not even the big people within the fandom are immune to this type of bullshit. In fact, they might be even worse.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
You know, it's a curse that comic book spaces give the shittiest people the loudest voices, and the Spider-Man fanbase is the best example. You have people like Colin, who said in his Suicide Squad video that he hopes people at Sweet Baby Inc. lose their jobs because, oh wow, they made a game he didn't like. You have people like Arachnid Youth, who shipped his own OC with Word Girl, who's a child by the way, and even talked about how they fucked. Then you have people like SK and the people SK hangs around. SK himself uploads these shitty, longer than Snyder cut ass videos that have so much nitpicks you could write a whole streaming series on it. SK and the people he hangs around will defend shit like, you know, what Arachnid Youth did because, oh, it's just a fictional character, bro. It doesn't really matter, bro. And they're also weird themselves. Now look, if these people were a dime a dozen, I wouldn't really care, okay? I would not really fucking care. But since it's a large majority of these channels that are these shitty, narcissistic, and downright terrible people who spout bullshit every chance they get, at this point, fuck all of them. This ties into fandoms again because people with this loud of a voice who are this shitty of people just spout nothing but bullshit, and people don't want to be involved with said bullshit, so they don't want to join the fandom. Before I end off this video, there's one more thing I want to talk about that's just the epitome of everything fucking wrong with the Spider-Man fanbase, and yes, I know I already gave it its own video, but it goes to Spider-Man fucking Lotus. Wow! Like I said, I already made a video on this stupid fucking project, and I was going to include it as a part of the Voices of the Fandom part, but it deserves its own part because it's fucking terrible. This piece of shit represents everything wrong with the Spider-Man fanbase as a whole. It's a spite project made by a narcissistic asshole that's the complete opposite of the hero he claims to idolize. And he also gatekeeps because he didn't like a certain adaptation, cough cough, the John Watts MCU Spider-Man one. And he still had a somewhat big voice despite everything I just mentioned. This project literally, everything involved with it is just everything wrong with the Spider-Man fanbase. It's a culmination of Star Wars syndrome, gatekeeping, a shitty voice in the fandom, and also not to mention the ego. Fuck Spider-Man Lotus and fuck the Spider-Man fanbase. Peters and Mayo got that dog in them, but their fucking fanbase sucks ass. Wow.